he'll only stay in the detention center, like in the police jail for 15 days, and then he can go.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it for this case.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to SNT Chats,
where I bring you breaking news. Well, is it breaking news? I don't know. But it's trending. The topic that's hot in China right now. So in the surveillance camera, you see a guy talking to a little girl.
Okay.
Right? And then the next scene you see is him dragging the little girl into the alleyway. So then after this happened, the mom came out with like the backstory.
小孩子在放学的回家途中，过山男子右拐，他就说他的小孩和我小孩是同学，说这些话，然后他就把我仔硬拉到那后面去。在我仔的哭喊中，楼上那个叔叔好心人士就下来制止，发现这个事情，然后就当场抓着报了警。然后那男的就是说喝了酒吧什么的，情绪咨询是15天。
So this guy said that, hey, I'm a parent of one of your friends. Follow me. And then they were walking to the kid. And then they were walking, and then when they got into the alleyway, well, we don't know what he said, but he pointed in the alleyway. Mm-hmm. And then the girl didn't want to go. She's like, red flag.
Okay.
Right? And then the guy started dragging her in the alleyway.
Ooh.
And then little girl started yelling, Dad, no, I don't want to. Yeah.
I don't get the part why she's yelling dad.
It's probably because dad's nearby.
They're at home? Okay.
Yeah.
So the parents of this little girl doesn't know what's
happening at the time.
What's happening, okay.
No.
Okay.
And then while she was yelling, an old man, a grandpa, heard her and went down the stairs and see what's happening. Mm-hmm. And then the old man to the guy is like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. That's not your child. And then the old man started gathering people, like, hey, come look at this, what's happening? Yeah. And then the bad guy found out that, hey, like, this is getting bad. I need to leave. I need to escape. So then he told the old man, he's like, hey, old man, I'll give you some money and a pack of cigarettes. Can you let me go? And then the old man's like, no, we gotta call the police. Right? So this incident happened May 20th.
Okay.
Yep. And then yesterday, the news outlet came out with this story. And also with this story, the news outlet also gave us what the police have deemed.
Okay. What did the police say?
Yeah. So the police said, well, the guy said that he was drunk.
Okay.
So he'll only stay in the detention center, like in the police jail for 15 days, and then he can go.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it for this case.
Yeah. Like just because a guy said, oh, I was drunk.
Oh, this is like, these are horrible police, horrible detectives. Like, me being here without a background in like detective and police, like there's something fishy about this thing.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Obviously, like this guy is dragging the girl to somewhere that she doesn't want to.
Yep.
And you say she's 6 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably knows something. Like, did they ask the girl?
No. That's all. That's what the news outlets are saying. Okay, so that's the law in China for like these kind of stuff is whack.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter if there is a law. There could be a law on paper, black and white, but it actually acts as a law. There's no such thing in China.
Yeah, okay. So let me bring you another story that's also trending, right? So there's a online writer. Like, she got reported and she got arrested for writing this.
Okay.
And then the court gave her 10 years in prison.
Okay, why?
Because she was writing steamy stuff. So a guy with the intention of, I don't know, like doing something to a little girl gets 15 days in jail, and then a girl who wrote a steamy story gets 10 years in jail?
In China, I'm pretty sure right now with everything, it's not traditional culture right now. It's not traditional mindset.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, back in the olden days, like that kind of moral standards and culture. No way, because people are like wild these days, you know, and Chinese people are really wild. You know, there's crazy stories about it. And I'm pretty sure it's not because she offended some kind of like culture thing.
Yeah.
That's why she was put in jail. But like, with this girl thing. Like obviously this guy had some action.
Yeah, and the intention. Yeah.
And this he did it to a minor, like a minor.
Exactly.
Like that should be taken really seriously.
Yes.
Like 15 days, like
Yeah.
that's got to be more investigation on that.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's toward a minor, you know. Yeah, but probably because that guy has some connections and you know, and he was already gonna bribe the old man. Like that's already sets a tone. Like he's probably not doing something that great. Why would you need to bribe someone?
Yeah.
You know, and him bribing like that, isn't that like a crime already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Racketeering?
It is. Yeah.
Because I've been following the Diddy crime
Lord.
case.
And then I googled intention to rape a 6-year-old sentencing in United States, right? So then in Texas, if it's under a child 14 years of age, it's up to 99 years in prison or life in prison. If the victim is under 6, it's considered super aggravated with a minimum of 25 years and a maximum of life in prison.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then just to keep in mind, like there's a lot of comments underneath the media videos that's like, wow. So if you attempt to do something to a child, you only get detention for 15 days, while a rider gets 10 years. Nice. And then there's another comment that says the rider gets 10 years in prison, while the attempted intention, we're not going to use the word, gets 15 days. The rider gets 10 years in prison, and someone who has repeatedly assaulted a child gets 3 years and 6 months in prison.
Wow.
A lot of netizens are just upset, like very, very upset on how the police and the justice system is working.
There's no justice system in China. Like no justice system, nothing. The police are not there to protect you or the people. It's all for the money and
And themselves.
Yeah, and themselves and their power. Like if they're up against someone that's gonna, you know, ruin their career, they're not gonna stand up.
Yeah.
Heck no, no. There's so many cases like that in China. Like,
Yeah, there's.
I know the internet hates. It's the reality. It's true.
Yeah.
Like really seriously, like people wake up. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up okay, so this is gonna the last story that I'm gonna bring up as to show how messed up the laws in China is. All right, so this might be sensitive for some people, right? So there's a 6-month-old child who was left alone with her uncle, and then the uncle assaulted the 6-month-old child.
Whoa. 6-month-old?
6-month-old baby, all right? And then after it was done, the baby was returned to the parent, and then the parent's like, "Oh, why are you crying? Oh, why are you wet?" And then when they opened her clothes and took a look, she was bleeding, and it was wet.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And then at first the guy was like, "Oh, I'll give you $10,000 to hush this thing." And then the parents are like, "No, we're gonna bring this to court."
Wow.
And then when they did go to court, the guy only got 5 years in prison.
Wow. And the kid
Passed away because it was, it's too intense.
Yeah.
It's too much for a little baby.
And this guy only got 5 years in prison?
Yep.
What the heck?
Yep.
And the kid passed away. Like that's the only justice or justification the court gives to such a case?
Exactly.
What is wrong with the people?
It's so messed up. The laws in China are so messed up.
That is crazy. I think it's in China. Like if you still are not waking up to the Communist Party, like it's all about money. It's all about power. If you have money, you can bribe people. Anyone. You can get rid of anything. Like I think we said this in one of our really earlier videos. Is like even if you kill someone,
Right.
you can still be free.
Right.
You don't have to go to jail or anything.
Yeah. So the laws in China regarding SA is not on the victim side.
It really depends who it is. The person.
No, like a lot of news in China in regards to SA is not on the victim side. And then, so I Googled would happen in America if this happened, right? And then there's not a lot of cases because obviously people have their head turned on, right? But then in some cases, there was death penalty.
Yeah,
for
sure.
doing that. There's
sure.
a life imprisonment, and then there's also cases where a guy did it to a lot of infants, and he got 210 years in jail.
Well, no, that's pretty much life.
Yeah, that's pretty much life.
Well, yeah, you should. Like, this kind of people should, like...
Should stay in
should be
jail
locked out.
and never come out.
Yeah, because there's something wrong with their minds, obviously. And this isn't, like, the previous one, it's an uncle? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously, like, you're so disgusting. And you only get 5 years? Oh my gosh, imagine him coming out.
Exactly.
You know, he's just gonna prey on the next victim.
Yeah. So that's what we wanted to share with you on how the laws are in China, and basically this is what's happening. And this news came out yesterday, and we wanted to share with you to get your thoughts, maybe spread the word, you know. Yeah.
Too much. I think it's just everyone needs to come an awareness of how the Chinese Communist Party have done to the country.
Yeah.
Yep. Do not get fooled.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Okay. So depressing. I'm still not like digesting this. Like, sometimes when I hear these kind of things, I just don't want to think about it. Like, because if I think about it, I'm just in so much disbelief. Like, I can't even imagine such a thing happen. You know, sometimes even in movies, I feel like they don't even depict this kind of stuff. Like, and to imagine this is actually happening, like, okay, we need to do something positive. I just need to stop thinking, because if I think this, like, is there hope for humanity?
I mean, I guess it's a good thing we're in America. You know, at least we get some sort of justice.
Yes, but you know how if you look at America, the society right now, it's like the Chinese Communist Party, the government is already very influenced in our country.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at it right now, and you know, the next thing that's gonna happen, it's like it might happen in America too, because we've had, you know, certain stuff that's happening, maybe not exactly in America, but like in the UK, you know, that guy.
Yeah.
Exactly, you know, so it's very scary, and I think the sad part or the scary part is how some people don't think it's that bad. You know, and I actually read somewhere that like Gen Z people actually are not that offended by communist ideology, and they favor it.
Well, how about you take a look at our videos and about what we talk about in China? Yeah. These are all real news, so we're not making any of this up.
Yeah, we don't try to make these up. I don't think we can come up with this. Okay, anyways, positive, happy thoughts. Okay, my gosh. Yes.
So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.